Hi everyone, welcome to today's session. Today we are going to watch how the three-tier architecture of online exam is prepared and executed. So, when I say three-tier architecture, I mean that the exam happens in three stages. What are the stages that are associated with this online exam? They are: first, there is an exam controller who sets a exam and sets an evaluator. Okay, the evaluator is the teacher or the subject teacher whose responsibility is to check the answers. Second, the evaluator or the teacher who logs in and checks it. And the third is the student who takes the exam. So, we can see that here I am now logging in as an admin, that is the admin user or the exam controller. Once logged in, I will go to menu, academics, examination. In the online examination, we will go to new online exam and we will create an exam for today's date. Okay, now suppose this is an mathematics exam. Suppose this is an PT1 maths of full marks, suppose 10. Start date and the end date. The purpose of giving two dates is that it doesn't mean that you can extend the exam from 1 to more days, but here we can set the examination for a whole day. Suppose today's date I give it, and at any point of the time a student can come and take the exam. Like, all the students may not be coming at the same point of time. There may be different slots assigned to the students. That's why we take the whole day into consideration. Now, after setting the start and end date, we will enter the maximum time, means the duration of the exam. Suppose I give a 10 marks exam at 10 minutes time, and in percentage what would be my passing percent. Now here exam type is there. The exam type specifies whether this exam will be a subject specific or a generalized one. Means if it's a general and I select 9A, then I won't be given an option to choose which subject's exam is this. I will be directly presented with the students. Okay, and if I go for the subject specific one, then it will let me choose the class and section and what exam we are going to have. Now, since it's a math exam and of class 9 PT1, I have selected the batch, means the class and section and the subject, and then from here I may take this exam or set this exam for all the students or few of them. As per my requirement, I can set it. Okay, now for this tutorial I will go with all, and then here is the exam format option, whether it will be a objective type, that is an MCQ type. There will be a question and there will be options against that question, and we have to check or select that, and against that answer the exam will be evaluated. Or we can go for the hybrid one. In the hybrid option, here the exam controller actually sets the subject teacher as the exam evaluator or the person who will check the copy. In actually what happens, the evaluator is the person who checks the copy. In the same way, here we can assign an evaluator who will actually check our hybrid answers. In by hybrid we mean descriptive. Suppose I had said the teacher Raman as an evaluator and I have created the exam. After that, I will be directly taken to the question creation page. Here, see, the subject is mathematics and the type is descriptive, or I can keep objective, means I can make it a mixed exam, like first 2 questions will be objective or first 5 questions will be objective and the others will be subjective, or else we can directly go for the descriptive like this. So I will make it a mixed question paper with some objective and one subjective. Suppose first one is an objective one, so I simply wrote a question like question 1, sorry my bad, question 1 is 0, I set a marks 5, suppose, and I have set the answer yes, no. I can add option like in some, just it's for this simply for showing it up. Now I have set is answer. This will actually set the answer against this objective type question, means when the paper will be evaluated, this objective type question gets evaluated directly by the system without any teacher's intervention. Now when the objective type question gets evaluated, the system checks which out of the option has this is answer checked, then it considered that as the answer. Now as I showed, we can add options and or we can go to the next one like create. Now again our first one was an objective. Now for this one I will set the marks and I will keep it as descriptive. Now I will give a question. Now here the question is draw and describe a triangle. Sometimes in such type of question, especially in maths, where we need to draw, or in biology or any physics subject or any other subject where we need to draw in the actual real time, how to make that thing possible. So that I will show when I will take the exam as a student. Now I have given the marks 5, draw the question, that is draw and describe a triangle, and simply I will set the type on the format, like the first one was objective and this one is descriptive. Now simply I will go to skip, first create, or we can directly skip it, and here you can see they can add, if I have to add any more questions I can add it. If I have to import any question, like I had already set an exam for other class and I have to take some of the questions from there or all the questions from them, I can go for this import option I can rearrange, like I want to make this number 2 question as 1 and the 1 as 2. I can do it from this, and once I go to this, I can, this edit options will take me to the very first page where I was setting the exam, the date, time, all and that thing, and if I publish the exam will get published. Now the exam has got published. Log in as the admin or the exam controller. I will come to see the results over here. If I go and select the batch, see against math, view result. Here see, the student who has taken the exam, he has got the marks, his admission number, and what is the result. From here we can generate the report, online report card also.